Seems to be working okay. Okay, so far so good. Setup, build, modification, whatever you call it.
The track temp's decreasing. It's now 88 degrees. Okay, James, that last lap was 28.48. That lap was a 28.07. Okay, James, that lap is a 28.26. You're now 0.19, slower than your best. Good lap, what's your quickest so far? You've just done a 28.00. That's your fastest lap. You've just run a 27.93. Okay, James, your last lap was 28.14. You're currently 0.21 off your best. That lap was a 28.07. Okay, James, you're now 0.14 off your best. The track's heating up. It's now 90 Fahrenheit. That lap was a 28.12. You're now 0.19 off your best. That last lap was 28.09. Okay, James, that puts you 0.16 off your best. You've just done a 28.04. You're currently 0.11 off your best. You've just run on 28.15. That puts you 0.22 off your best.
Did a preliminary, I do the tires one up.
Okay, James, track's warming up. It's now 92 degrees. Okay, James, that lap is a 28.8. The put to 0.15 off your best. Your last time was 28.00. You're currently 0.06 slower than your best. That's your quickest lap today. Okay, James, that last lap was 27.79. You've just done a 27.91. You're now 0.13 off your best.
I think my splitter's in there right now.
yeah. James, that's your fastest lap. You've just run a 27.73. That lap was a 27.82. You're now 0.10 off your best. Okay, James, you've just done a 27.86. You're currently 0.14 off your best. That lap was a 27.90. You're now 0.17 off your best. You've just done a 28.05. Okay, James, you're currently 0.32 off your best. The last time was 28.00. That puts you 0.27 slower than your best. Okay, James, that lap was a 28.08. That puts you 0.35 slower than your best. Just run off 28.12. Okay, James, you're currently 0.39 off your best. You've just done a 28.19. You're now 0.46 off your best. The last lap was 28.42. Okay, James, you're now 0.70 off your best. You've just run a 28.43. That puts you 0.70 off your best. Track temps up, it's now 94 degrees. James, you've just run a 28.46. That puts you 0.74 off your best. That lap was a 28.43. You're currently 0.71 slower than your best. You've just done a 28.35. You're now 0.62 off your best. Okay, James, that lap was a 28.41. You're now 0.69 off your best. You've just run up 28.44. You're currently 0.71 off your best. Okay, James, your last time was 28.41. You're now 0.68 off your best. Last lap was 28.58. That puts you 0.85 off your best. That lap was a 28.56. Okay, James, that puts you 0.84 off your best. That lap was a 28.44. You're now 0.72 off your best. Okay, James, that lap was a 28.42. You're currently 0.69 slower than your best. That lap was a 28.40. Okay, James, that puts you 0.68 off your best. was a 28.52. That puts you 0.79 off your best. Okay, James, you've just done a 28.55. You're currently 0.83 off your best. That lap was a 28.55. That puts you 0.82 off your best. Okay, James, the track temp's decreasing. It's now 92 degrees. You've just run up 28.64. You're now 0.91 off your best. That last lap was 28.54. That puts you 0.82 slower than your best. That lap was a 28.73. Okay, James, you're now 1.00 off your best. You've just done a 28.69. You're now 1.00 off your best. Okay, James, you've just run on 28.54. You're now 0.81 off your best. Your temp is increasing. It's now 74 degrees. You've just run a 28.53. Okay, James, you're now 0.80 off your best. That lap was a 28.60. You're currently 0.87 slower than your best. Okay, James, that lap was a 28.69. That puts you 1.00 off your best. last time was 28.63. You're currently 0.90 off your best. Okay, James, you've just done a 28.61. You're now 0.88 off your best. Track temps up, it's now 94 Fahrenheit. You've just done a 28.62. Okay, James, I put you 0.90 off your best. That's half your tank. Just run on 28.75. That puts you 1.03 off your best. Okay, James, that lap was a 28.67. That puts you 0.94 off your best. Okay, James, the track's heating up. It's now 96 degrees.
Yeah, it actually came out pretty good. I was just looking at it, and the temps run by myself. Half a fuel run. I got 92% in the front, 90 on the rear, so a little bit loose, a little warm on the front, but seems to handle pretty good. And I got a week to fine tune it, so I figure it's a good start. Tomorrow I got something in my eye. Right now, not tomorrow. Hold on a second. Tomorrow we got qualifying and duels for Daytona. Then Monday we have the first official race. And then next week we got Phoenix, and then it goes. So I'm gonna go look. We got Phoenix, then we got Las Vegas, and Richmond, then an off week, and then Watkins Glen, and then Nashville Super Speedway, then off week. I don't want to bore you with all of them, but yeah, that's what our schedule is for this year. And since I'm usually the one that builds the setup for the team, I not doing nothing right now, and I'm kind of tired of running official races, so figured I'd do some of this. I'm debating on if I want to go work on Las Vegas or want to wait for a while. I'm not sure. What else we got on here? What's my worst track? My worst track by far has got to be. Darlington. Yeah, Darlington's definitely my worst track. Where's Portland? Wait a minute, we switched out. Watkins Glen is going to be Portland. That's right. They're supposed to release that. Bristol, yeah, we run Bristol. Or maybe we're not running Bristol this year. We cut our season down by 10 races, so we had to cut out some tracks. I don't see. Nope, no Bristol this year. We got no Bristol this year, and we also don't have. We do. Okay, we got Martin. I think we put Martinsville in instead of Bristol this year. I think. We also don't have no Coda. We don't have no Chicago. Sonoma on here? Sonoma. I don't see Sonoma either. You got Pocono. That's a fun one. And I think our Atlanta track is the old Atlanta, not the Super Speedway one. Nashville Super Speedway. That's a fun track. I like that one. Yeah, Martinsville's fun if you can get people that don't run over you. It's a lot more fun in a league because you can kind of control the drivers. You can kind of say, here, this is what expected. If you're going to go out and plow in the back of somebody, expect a penalty. Where in official stuff, they just drive over you and say, well, you shouldn't have slowed down. It's like, oh yeah, I can just go through Martinsville corner wide open. A lot of people's speed perception and braking point perception is kind of off, I guess. Either that or I'm always too, I'm not too forgiving, but too cautious. I'm always braking before them just so I don't run in the back of them. That was just something that really irritated me when I first started, was people running into the back of me especially if I got somebody in front of me and I'm checking up for them, and they drive in the back of me like they don't even know what's going on in front of them. Kind of like this morning. The guy came into the corner there at Phoenix, and I don't know, not even close to making a corner. Drove right inside me and smashed me into the wall. I was maybe 6 laps down. Oh, we got Daytona road courses on here. I think what happened here is I think we're putting Portland in there. Watkins Glen is going to the Daytona spot. I believe I'll have to get an updated one of these. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. I wanted to check in the official what the next race was for the trucks. Because the trucks should be doing a full, the full 36 race. Oh, 38 race, okay. So the next one in trucks is Vegas. Huh, funny. I was just talking about going and work on that one. Well, they got it figured out. Vegas for March 11th night, right? Oh, it used to say. Oh. Let's do this. March 15th at 7:40. What did we have ours set at? Oh, I turned it, hitting it. March 17th at night. I guess I can go throw some laps out there to see how, if I have it set up, see how it works. Oh, yeah, definitely have to adjust your driving because nobody drives the same. Nobody checks up the same. I mean, some people brake differently. Some people, the corner entries, corner exits are different. That's what's nice about this league, Northwest League, and then the other ones I'm in, KCE. Let's see. Brain just went kaput here. Let's see. I got, well, make this easy. Okay, KCE Racing. That's what I do on Sundays. We'll be doing on Tuesdays and then Thursdays when the Gen 4 comes back. Northwest, that's the one I was just talking about. We have this is our free league, basically. And we have our broadcast league because everything's broadcast. All of our races are broadcast through LSR TV. And we got a producer guy that does the camera shots. And then we have 2 people in the booth that do the calling of the race, which is kind of cool. So then we got Sunday evenings, Pack Northwest. That's another Northwest one. That's the Xfinity Cars open setup. And then Thursday after KCE is Western Racing League. And then in like a week or so, on Friday nights, I got Cascadia Racing League, which is funny. Cascadia Racing League is a league that I got to race with, but my team's name is Cascadia Racing also, so it's kind of funny. And then Northwest Club here is just basically the Northwest Club. Like you have the California Club, West Club, DH, all those different clubs names. This is basically a bunch of the people from the Northwest that started a long time ago, way before I started in iRacing. But the people running it kind of just quit using it. And so the guy inherited it to me, I guess. Gave it to me and told me to do something with it. So got 676 people in there. I haven't done anything with it lately because I have some issues with my back and losing some feeling in my legs and whatnot. So, or my leg. So, used to race a lot, but I had to cut back for a while. Now I'm about half of what the. Am I in the? Do you mean am I in the Pacific Northwest, like where I live, or am I in the Pacific Northwest League? Well, I guess I can just answer that question. Yes, I'm in the Pacific Northwest League, and yes, I'm also live in the Pacific Northwest. I live in Milwaukee, Oregon. It's a town just a little bit east of Portland. I grew up in Washington, up in northeastern Washington, way up by the Canadian border, by British Columbia. But in '86, my parents moved down to Kelso, and then in 2002, I moved to Milwaukee. It's kind of nice. It's not in downtown Portland, but it's still close enough to everything. Well, I guess it's kind of nice. It has advantages and disadvantages. Still quite a few people around. Where I grew up, there was like I lived like 4 miles from the little town. I think we had, well, one place I lived, we had 4 or 5 neighbors in a little road, and then the other place I lived up there, we were about 6 miles off the pavement, and so there was nobody around. But it was okay because I had a motorcycle and I had the logging road, so I could get in and out of town and stuff pretty easy. Heck, I think in 7th grade, I used to ride my motorcycle to school in the summertime, well, springtime. When I went to school, when I was not riding. So, well, you sound kind of like me. I grew up around racing because my dad and my uncle, and my grandpa, actually my dad, my 3 uncles, my grandpa, all raced dirt up in Republic, a little town I'm from. And then when I moved to Kelso, there used to be an arcade game called Hard Driving that was really fun. I had the record on that for the longest time. Actually, I think I still had the record on that when they took it out finally. And then in '96, I got a PlayStation, and that's when I first learned about Gran Turismo. And then let's see, what Gran Turismo, and then it was I think Gran Turismo 2. That was PlayStation 2, and then Gran Turismo Asetek. And then from like 2000 till no 2005 till 2019, I didn't do any games, any kind of stuff, and I kept hearing Dale Earnhardt talk about iRacing, and at the time I thought it was like because he's a race car driver, so I figured it was something that only race car drivers or people like that could afford. I thought it was something super expensive, and I kept hearing him talk about it on NASCAR and stuff, and then one day I thought, hey, I'm gonna go check this thing out. What is this iRacing? And went and looked and went, oh wow, it's not even close to what I thought. I don't know if you've ever heard Dale's stories of back when, what was it, 2008, 2009, or maybe before that. What was that? What was iRacing called before it was iRacing? Oh, it had a name. It had a different name. But he was talking about how he did the same thing, had a PC and dial-up, and back then, to call in to race, it was long distance, and he got a $800 phone bill one month or something when he was living with his brother, and his brother was like super mad at him. That was before he was actually racing. That's funny, Tyler. Imagine what it would be like. Yeah, you couldn't even do that now. I mean, I don't know what the minimum speed is to run this stuff now, but it's got to be like probably 20 megabytes download, 20 megabytes upload, I would think, something like that. Back when you started with dial-up, did they even have graphics cards, or was it onboard graphics back then? I'm trying to remember. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think. That was. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Not only that, but if somebody picked up the phone and tried to use it while you're online, it would probably boot you right off. The first graphics card I remember that I can recall, anyways, was I believe it was an AMD card. No, it was called, I think it was called Radeon. No, ATI. ATI? I still think it was called Radeon, though. And it had some stupid amount of memory. I'm trying to think, 64 megabytes of RAM. And I think they had just started coming out with the 128 megabyte RAM one. But I remember that because the card had no fan. It just had a little like 1.5 by 1.5 heat sink on it. Oh, I never heard of that brand. Good Lord, what was that? Neighbors must be doing some work outside or something. That was loud. You could probably hear that. I think I seen the UV meter jump. I think I'm gonna go try or check out Las Vegas and see what the setup's like. Oh, I just seen 1987 Legends comes back up again. How many laps is this thing? Oh, okay, cool. I think I might go try that Talladega. I don't want to. Yeah, what the heck. I usually don't like super speedways, but for some reason with this car, it's fun. Good luck. Formula One, you must do a lot of road course stuff then. Or that Formula One, that's not road course. That's you do both. You too. Thanks for stopping in. Or by or checking it out. All right, there it is. Oh, did I forget to turn it? Everything on this, oh, that's just next one.